Hello, great people. Don Jazzy has not only succeeded in making you to shake your body, he has also succeeded in making your lips to dance. In this video, I'll be telling you about the 100 million naira donation that Don Jazzy gave to VDM, but I have a different opinion. I believe that act from Don Jazzy is an unwise action. I know you are already disagreeing with me. Maybe you already want to abuse me, or maybe you started abusing me, but just wait. Give me a benefit of the doubt. Give me a little bit of your time. I'm sure you might agree with me. I'll give you like 10 points why I feel that Don Jazzy is unwise by giving Very Dark Man 100 million naira. Now, you see, when I first heard that news, when I saw it on my phone, at first, the first thing that hit me is, Nigerian government, now don't start again, because I, as a political scientist, I know the way government used to divert people's attention. So the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and his VP, they are not in the country. So they definitely, government may be looking for something to divert people's attention. And of course, this petrol tanker fire that killed almost 200 people in Jigawa State is also happening. So there's like a leadership vacuum. So I thought, government has come up with its usual way of trying to divert attention. But then, when I realized that it is true, the second thing that came to my mind is this a bailout for the 500 million naira fine that the court awarded against Very Dark Man? You know that the Falana family took VDM to court, and the Lagos State High Court said, VDM, for you defaming the Falana family, go and pay them 500 million naira. So when I saw 100 million, I'm thinking, is this an indirect donation to the amount that the court has ordered VDM to pay the Falana family? Is it that the Falana family are holding VDM by the jugular that you must pay this money? Could that have been the case? Is it a bailout? If it's not, then I believe personally that what Don Jazzy did is actually quite wrong, because VDM does not have something. It does not have an administrative experience. For instance, you want to buy a car for your son. Your son has not driven before. He doesn't know how to drive. He doesn't know how to ride a bicycle. He doesn't know how to ride an Okada motorcycle or a car. And you want to buy a toy for your child. Then you bought that child an Escalade. No, you are supposed to start from the little. In other words, the highest donation that VDM has reportedly had before the 100 million is about 2 million. So that means if you have given him 10 million, he would have appreciated it. If you want to do big boy, if you have given him 20 million, he would have appreciated it. But you giving 100 million to somebody that has no administrative experience, for somebody that has no philanthropy experience, so for somebody that has not handled an organization before, and you just give him 100 million, just like that. Don't you know that there are some funds that will naturally change you? There are some funds that when you receive it, you just go crazy. So when you now give 100 million to VDM that perhaps, it doesn't even have anything, for me, I think that is an unwise move. And even if you want to do that, why not split it in layers that, okay, VDM, I hereby commit 100 million to your NGO at a rate of 30 million per year. Is that not wise enough? So that means that if you see the way they use this 10 million this year, if it's not used wisely, you can also change, the way you disburse it, or advise them on how to use it accordingly. But if you just give somebody that perhaps have not seen such a huge amount before, that has not handled such a very huge amount, and you just give that person 100 million, just like that, definitely, if you are not careful, you are even creating a problem for the person. That's the way I see it. So you may think you are trying to help VDM or show love to his NGO, but then you may have even created a greater problem for the guy. And now another thing is that I believe that anyone that only choose to help you when you are in big problem, that person is really not a true friend. Don Jazzy gave 100 million to VDM. But the truth is, we've not seen much of Don Jazzy and VDM before now. So you need to ask yourself that, what is the connection? But the truth is, there's one thing I noticed about Don Jazzy, which is good, but personally, and I repeat, personally, I feel that people in that category are not really true friends, in the true sense of friend, that in such a way that if you are not yet in problem, the problem that want to take your life, or the problem that want to ruin you, you don't show face to help you. I don't believe those people are truly friends in the true sense of it. Who are friends? Friends are people that when you have normal problems, when you have like minor problems, those people that comes to your rescue, those people that comes and say, oh, VDM, this your singlet that you are wearing on live, come on, I don't like it, come, take this 10 million, all these, ancient necklace, go and get some nice stuff, even if it is maybe casual wear, just take this for a change of wardrobe and nobody knows about it, then I believe you are a good friend. But if Bobrisky is in problem, it was when the problem nearly ruined him, you came to the rescue, which is good, but I don't think that it should only be like that. VDM now is in a serious problem. He's in a debt of 500 million to the Falana family. We have come up with 100 million, which is also good. But if that is your personal trait, your personal character, that it is when people are in deep problem that you help, then sincerely, for me personally, I believe those people are truly not friends in the true sense of, because help should naturally come to you, should naturally come to me when we are not in deep problem. But in fairness to Don Jazzy, could it be that he has always helped people that are not in big problem, but those ones are not coming out to speak about it? Let us look at that. In fairness to Don Jazzy, could it be that he usually help people randomly, even when they are not in big problem, but those ones have not come out to publicize it or make a show out of it? If that is the case, then Don Jazzy is a reliable friend, is somebody that anybody should pray to have as a friend or ally or close associate. But if he only helps when your life is in danger and you are about to die, then I don't think that those kind of people are really good enough. But there's one truth. The truth is, VDM will definitely use the money to bail himself if the court insists he pays Falana the 500 million naira. Because let's imagine that VDM has a board, his NGO has a board, and the court is now trying to put VDM in prison for not paying the 500 million naira. Do you want to tell me that the board will look, there is money in the NGO's account, the NGO is owned by VDM, and the NGO has money in his account, then the board will now sit and let VDM, the owner of the NGO, go to prison? No, they will definitely use the money to first of all save VDM first. And that's why I asked at the beginning of this video that, was it part of a support for the court ruling of 500 million naira that was awarded against VDM, or Don Jazzy just really want to help the NGO? But if it is for the NGO, be rest assured that if court holds VDM by the jugular, that money will end up being used to bail VDM itself, because you can't let the founder of the NGO go to prison and there's money in the NGO's account. That is not possible. Now, let us look at something. Is Don Jazzy wise? Let's look at it from another perspective. This money that he gave to VDM, 100 million naira, Don Jazzy is a music producer. Music made him. Music kind of like gave him the life of luxury that he's living. Now that he has surplus, why is he not giving back to music? Does that not make sense? Why is he not giving back to music? In the sense that, for instance, if he picks 100 million and he goes to University of Lagos, Yaba College of Technology, or any other school, and he decides to build them a school of music, or he decides to equip their music studio. You know, in Nigeria, you can study computer science, and in the true sense of it, you may not know how to operate a computer. So I believe most of these schools, their music studio are not well equipped. So what if Don Jazzy has taken 100 million, or he should take this as an advice to take another extra 100 million and begin to donate music equipment to tertiary institutions so that those institutions can produce graduates that are truly viable in music production. Is that not like, does that not make sense? For instance, Two-Face, I think in one school like that, built a music school or a music studio, something like that. Two-Face has done it before. So that means that music made Two-Face. Two-Face is giving back to music. Me, I believe that 100 million naira, spending it on such that you are immortalizing yourself. Because when you die, if you build a school of music, imagine you build a school of music and they name it Don Jazzy School of Music. That school will be there for life. And you have immortalized yourself even while you are still alive. But you give the very dark man 100 million. That is just for a little while. You will just get the accolades for marks a week. Before you know it will die down. When Whiskey gave GOE, God Over Everything, 20 million naira, everywhere went up in kind of like accolades for Whiskey. But at the end of the day, it has died down now. If Whiskey have used that money to spend it in such a way that generations upon generations will keep benefiting from that project, wouldn't it have made sense? Don't mistake my point. I'm not saying that don't give to individual people. You can give to individual, but then don't give to individual and neglect the public. The truth is, you can say NGO, it is a public organization, but the truth is that money is going into somebody that has perhaps not handled such a money before. And trust me, experience count. There's a reason why they said experience count. So how about building a school of music? Does it not make sense? And how about brilliant poor Nigerians? But they can't come to social media and be kind of like talking activism. I'm not saying activism is not good. Activism is great. In fact, we need so many people like VDM in a country like Nigeria. But how about giving scholarship to brilliant poor Nigerians? Does that not make sense? And another thing is there is flood in Borno State. Imagine if Don Jazzy has gone to Borno State to donate. Nobody will even know how much Don Jazzy has spent. Imagine the tanker explosion that just occurred in Jigawa. Don Jazzy going there to sympathize with the people and to show them love. Nobody will even know how much he has spent, because there's one thing I want you to take home, which is secrecy for security purposes. Secrecy for security purposes. There are some reasons why you do some things codedly for security purpose, so that your mind can be at rest, so that you yourself can live long. For instance, Don Jazzy, as he is now, he has put himself in a lot of problems, because right now some people are praying, some people are fasting, some people are doing juju just so that Don Jazzy can favor them. And another thing is that, is everyone in his family okay? Is everyone in his family rich? Is every of his friends okay? Because right now the implication is there will be billing everywhere. And is Don Jazzy ready to cope with that? That everybody will start billing him back and forth. So now that this thing is public, Don Jazzy has created problem for himself. Because, for instance, if somebody comes to Don Jazzy and said, oh, maybe his child is sick, or rain kind of like removed the roof of his house, if Don Jazzy says, okay, take this 1 million, because that person is aware that Don Jazzy has given VDM 100 million, especially if that person is related to Don Jazzy, that person will not appreciate it. He will say, see, he just gave me 100 million upon all the things that I said to him. You ordinary, no, he just gave me 1 million, rather, ordinary 1 million, and he'll be giving other people 100 million. So that's why I said there is secrecy. Secrecy is important for security purposes. Another thing is that now you will be getting letter from different churches, different mosques, NGOs. In fact, some traditional rulers will be looking for Don Jazzy all over the place to give him chieftaincy title. So if you look at it very well, he has put himself in a bit of problem, because right now all eyes on him. So if I were Don Jazzy, I would have done it secretly, or at least split it maybe per year in such a way that all eyes will not be on me. And another thing is that I would have used it to help other people that are in the society. I would have kind of like make the love go around, if I can use that word, in such a way that other people can benefit from it. So if I feel like giving out 100 million, if I feel like using 100 million for philanthropy, I won't just give it to a VDM that doesn't have experience. No, I would give him 10 million or 20 million and show love to other people as well. Now, this one, you may not want to hear it, but it is the truth. Now, Don Jazzy is the toast of every girl, as it is now. That's why I said secrecy is important for security purposes. Now, you think you have a girl, if that girl doesn't love you well, if she see Don Jazzy dey waka and she remembers 100 million, she don't follow Don Jazzy go. That's the truth. So now another thing is, it will be difficult for Don Jazzy to find love as a single guy. You know, he was married before, but now divorced. So apparently maybe he's searching. So how will he find love when the 100 million thing is everywhere? Every girl will want to follow him. He want to be the toast of every girl. And another thing is, you see all those his girls that he used to follow or date or side chicks, call it whatever, their billings will multiply, because girls that he has been giving 2 million before, for instance, if you give them 2 million now, you hear, Jazzy, is that all you want to give me? Am I not more than this? Why? Because those ladies knows that Don Jazzy, like, is so rich, is so loaded. So that sense of entitlement will come in, that they deserve more. That's why I said the secrecy is important for security purposes. Then based on all these kidnapping else everywhere, the insecurity in the land, there are some people now that if Don Jazzy is not careful, I hope they don't just get hold of him. Don't mistake my point. I'm not saying it is not good to give, but it is unwise for you not to think well before you give. The essence of giving is because you want to make impact. It is unwise when you give in such a way that your giving doesn't eventually make the necessary impact. And that's the way I see it. Do well to share what you feel about this in the comment section. It's been an interesting time with you guys on this episode of Politing with Dr. Omoshola Deji. Dr. Deji is your sure plug, your political scientist, definitely your party of life when it comes to analysis of politics and happenings in the politics. So do well to subscribe, do well to turn on your notification button, and do well to catch up with my past and upcoming videos. Till I see you again, I love you all sincerely.